Hello, welcome back to the Chess Mindset. In this video, I have a very nice puzzle that I came across during Puzzle Rush Survival, and this one is going to be white to move. And this one is not too hard, but it's also not that simple. It does require some sort of calculation, so if you want to have a go at this, then pause the video right now and think about the solution. Okay, so hopefully by now you've had a chance to take a look at this puzzle. And the first thing we notice here is that these two knights are pretty close to the enemy king. So maybe it's going to be some sort of knight move, right? And the other thing I noticed is that this queen, it can go to this h5 square, but the problem is we will just get taken by the knight, so that's not good. So if we can't move our queen to check because of this knight, then what else can we do? Well, if we make a knight move like this to check the king, we just lose our knight, and there doesn't really seem to be anything good here we can do with our knight. Now another idea that you might have is maybe queen to f3, and the idea is that if they move the knight, then you can checkmate with queen f7. But the problem is you can't just hope that they will take your knight, right? They're not going to take your knight. In fact, they're going to take this knight, and now you're just down in material. Like if you takes, then you don't really have anything good. You could give this check, but then you're just going to lose your queen. So it's not queen f3. Well, what other forcing moves do we have here? Always think about a forcing move. Well, notice that if we take this knight on f6, then we will actually give it a check. So by taking this knight, the enemy only has a few options. Well, notice that they can't move the king to f7 because this knight is covering that square. So they have to take the knight with either pawn. Let's say they take with the g pawn. Well, this is just checkmate in 1 with queen to h5. Because the king can't escape, right? There's nothing that can block this check, so this will be checkmate. And just a quick mini lesson, that's why you shouldn't push your pawns in front of your own king on the king side, usually because it will just lead to checkmates like this. So the opponent has to take with the e pawn, and now we do the same thing, queen h5, and notice that they can push this pawn now, but it will just delay the inevitable, right? If they push, then we're going to take it, and it's the same situation again. But this time, the king has this square, the e7 square, and now we can checkmate with queen to f7. Notice that the knight is guarding our queen, and the king has no escape. Now, if you're interested in getting better at these sort of puzzles and improving your chess rating, then I have a step-by-step beginner to 1000 Elo program that you can check out in the link in the description below. And now let's do a final quick visualization. So instead of me playing out the moves on board, I'm going to have you to visualize the moves that we actually make in this puzzle. So remember, the solution was knight takes, and we had to calculate that if pawn takes with the g pawn, then we can go queen h5, and that's checkmate because the king has no squares. And if, let's say, the e pawn takes, then we can do queen h5, and then after king e7, we have queen f7, and that will be checkmate. So just sort of visualize that right now, right? Knight takes, pawn takes, queen h5, king a7, queen f7, and the queen is guarded by this knight, and the king has nowhere to go. So once you practice that sort of visualization, when you solve these puzzles, you're going to get better and better, and you'll be able to calculate longer lines, and this will be a massive help to you during your actual games when you have to actually calculate. So that's it for this video. I hope you found value from it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.